he didn't want it no more, and he's kind of put his hand up and said, oh, I want to go off. So it was just, I think it was a good time to say I had him in my pocket. Man U have been, one of the best teams in the world, but obviously in the Premier League winning it so many times. So it was a time where obviously when I come to Chelsea and, we started to win the league a few times and the battles were getting harder. They was buying bigger players. We was having bigger players. We had a lot of personalities in there, and we had a lot of kind of friendships as well along the line, in terms of I had a lot of friends in Man United. So we knew it. We didn't really like to speak to the Man U players when we went on England duty, so that's how big the kind of cause was, and no one wanted to lose that game. The Theatre of Dreams says what it is. It's a great atmosphere, one of probably the best stadiums and beautiful stadiums I've played in. And then you walk out in the tunnel and first you see Alex Ferguson, you've got players like Van der Sar, for me one of the best goalies in the world at the time, Rio Ferdinand, one of the best centre-backs at the time, a young, enthusiastic Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, Carrick, who was, for me, again, one of the best players in midfield. So it was a kind of niggly game, people putting tackles in, as it always is against Man United, and we knew it was going to be tough against them, and, they didn't like us, so it was daunting at times because, you're in for a battle. We wanted to be the top team in the country, and you're fighting against another team who's used to winning, had that little bit of arrogance about them, and we were kind of the new kids on the block. We wanted to have that kind of swagger, and we had big personalities also, but, two teams now going at it, and it was always a tough game. It was just one of them things that I was so focused on that game, even in the change room, I just felt different going into this game. My focus and kind of concentration, mentally I was on it, and I tend to show him the line a lot because I kind of fancy my chances up against him with my pace and a little bit kind of mentality, actually. I think I got in his head a few times and he always wanted that extra trick. I gave him a strong tackle, maybe it was a foul or not, I don't know, and I felt at that time he didn't want it no more, and he's kind of put his hand up and said, oh, I want to go off. So it was just, I think it was a good time to say I had him in my pocket, but like I mentioned, I had so much respect for him. It was always a tough battle against not just Man United but against him, and to see what he's carried on to do now is testament to how good he actually was. Yeah, this was just one of my good moments against him, and I will probably say I come out on top on this occasion.